Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Joe Calzaghe, 183 centimeters tall with a reach of 185. It's the Miracle Man. Here comes the pride of Wales, super middleweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has never been defeated. What an athlete. Here comes the Miracle Man.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the two-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man, introducing Daniel Jacobs.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
I don't know where everybody else has been. This is not a job. I feel so lucky, so blessed to be in this scene, to be talking about this fight, to see it with my own eyes. I don't want second-hand information. I want to see this fight.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Fantastic punch. Lands with the right counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He misses with that jab. Good left hand. Got out of the way of that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Good counter left hand there. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Through the hook, didn't land. A perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart. Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Good counter punching for both these athletes. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Maybe he should hold on, but that's not in his DNA. And it appears they weathered the storm. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That left counter was perfectly timed. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Trying to answer back. Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he fails to score with that left hook. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Can they figure out the combination to the safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Counter right-handed kick. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
And they figure out the combination to this set.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Great counter right hand there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missed him with that exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punching. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally. There's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with... This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. Let's see how good he is defensively. How is this fight still continuing? And the counter left. Blocks that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners. And get out of the way of that right hand.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither man really defending themselves. Left punch. It's all offense all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 6. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This might be the beginning of the end for Joe Calzaghe. How is he still on his feet? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. He just misses with that jab. You can tell he's strong. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You gotta be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. There's a counter shot. Left counter scores. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. Counter right. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. A perfect counter shot. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. That left counter punch will score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good left counter that lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He missed with that jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. There's the bell to start round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? You'd like to see more jabs. doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he just missed with that left jab. And they figure out the combination to this safe. That punch scores. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice job slipping the left. They exchange punches. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Good. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. A very competitive round with Jacobs in real trouble.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We've made it to round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He misses with that jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Punch, counter punch. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left hook misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. The perfect counter lands. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then. Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing it.
Punch, counter punch. Nice punch. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. Punch, counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
The right hook misses. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where it's comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. So much for boxing. This is a fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. How about that, Johnny? You don't hear those kind of scorecards very often. A majority decision win.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree. There's no argument there. I totally get it. I see where they're coming from. I see the scoring they've done. I wouldn't even argue with it. Maybe one round either side, but good call, good shout.